Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We're here in the final of the 3 starter missions, Heeresgruppe Mitte. It's still June the 22nd, 1941. The main focal point of Operation Barbarossa lies with the German Army Group Center. With the Panzer Group placed on each side of an enemy bulge centered on Bialystok, the scene is set for a grand encirclement. That it is. And let's see what we can make of this grand encirclement. Army Group Center, our largest formation in the east, is at your disposal. The Soviets have been foolish enough to deploy a great deal of their forces within the Bialystok Bulge. The mobile forces of Panzer Group 2 and 3 should converge behind its enemy concentration and then immediately drive east towards Minsk. Leave any pocketed enemies to your infantry. Under no circumstances should you waste your tanks in mop up operations. Kick in the door, Commander. Alright, so we have Brest turn 1, Grodno turn 2, Vilnius turn 3, Pinsk turn 7, just like Borisov and Bobrusk up here along the Berezina River. Then Bialystok turn 4 and Minsk turn 5. Alright, so we have to move along this rail line here at the very least, most important. So let's start there. Put you there. I can build a pontoon bridge. And then let's do this. Yeah. I don't have so much to buy either. Huh. Yeah. Move you forward. Anything else you can do? You guys have to move towards Bialystok, but mostly defensive until the enemy can be at least cut off for a while, because otherwise they'll probably just die. Pretty quickly, I think. Up here, these are elites. Yeah. Let's put this here. Redistribute that armor, and no need to do that for these. So in order to attack Grodno, I'm gonna try to get a pontoon bridge. Yeah, let's go. We'll see how that works, but let's try and deal with this first. Nope. Did you get an overrun? No, but I guess... Well, I don't want to say that's trivial, but almost. We got Opal Blitz. Sure. They'll probably already be cut off. Well, it kind of depends on what they do. Wow, so I actually put a unit in there that I guess I kind of shouldn't have. Given on... the circumstances. Okay, now you can move further. Which is good. And also for these, I could have actually already gotten them across. But that's still no option. Well, it's no option now. So I already kind of messed that up. Oh well. Not gonna blow up any of those parts. Do I want to move in here? Yeah, I do, because I'll probably have to go around that anyway. Ugh. Oh, I can... Can actually move these further up. Not actually in there. That it doesn't really serve me any purpose to do that. 4, 5. 5 is better. Might be a bit weird to put these guys in there, but it blocks off this. This is the special elite one, so I'll probably need that for attacking there. Just want to be safe. Even at 4 I can still lose some. Which makes it exceedingly dangerous. Now that I am here though, I should probably at least just cross the river. Haven't taken that. Now, we do know that they have that unit. Bit of a pickle. One suppression ain't gonna help anybody. And I'm afraid. Trying to cut these off from supplies will also not work. They will always be in supply. Kinda hope that that would have gotten rid of their entrenchment. Yeah, I guess it did. Oof. So I really cannot do anything with that. So, what can I do that is actually useful here? Attacking this, I guess, would mean that only things on a rail. Doesn't really matter. I'm actually a bit afraid of this. So there's no need for me to try and collect that either. I've actually gotten quite afraid of these now. Now that I think about it. Let's try this. Okay, it didn't attack. So far, so good, I suppose. But they still have a tank around Grodno. They will not be able to do anything except beat them back for now anyway. Wow. Just like last time, I got some pretty severe beatings. This time I got a useless air recon. But if I wanna... Okay, they went there, huh? If I wanna actually get all the objectives, just kinda the way things will have to go. I wonder... You guys are the furthest ahead. And there's no other unit that can actually get there. So I would say... It has to be these. My Out of range. I did not move them. Wow. Jeez. Well, the thing is that the one thing that I need to do is cut them off, and if I can, or cut off the forces here, and if the only way I can do that possibly is by moving in here, I guess I will. Now they're cut off. Okay. This gets them out of supply. Yeah, I actually think that would be worth it. All three of these can still attack. And that is exceptionally dangerous. Wow. You can move, and I should probably make good use out of it. Well, let's also try to continue up here. Yes. That doesn't bother me much. It's always 1-1. So obviously these guys are too powerful to deal with for the moment. But I need to get there. This is why I wanted to stick right next to that already. I'm actually gonna move these down. Just like you. It will already allow me to move those units up. You are not gonna move through the forest, I think, at this rate. So in that sense, it's a bit of, well, I don't want to say guesswork as to what the AI is going to do, but yeah, I need to get this railroad. Can only start attacking from the next turn, so that's not actually a thing. Right, I'm actually going to hold this with these units, and the reason why is that I think I will desperately need them, especially if these guys are gonna come up, gonna try and harass me. I'm not all that powerful here. Doesn't help me anyway. There. Okay. I think we're reasonable. I can also use this next turn to regain supplies. Okay, so what can I do now? I can technically destroy this. Then the AI up there would be cut off. That could be a thing. Not much else to do at this point. I want to use this river crossing up here. So where's the western front? It should be cut off at this point. So it should have trouble. This helps me cut them off. Yeah. And any other unit with it in that area. Okay, good. Part of this game really is to try and balance out as much as possible where you're gonna go, what the enemy's strength is, where it feels like it can attack. I think is a very critical part of the game. Maybe I'll attack, but under this circumstance, yeah, just one suppressive damage will probably not cut it. Interesting, they actually went further back to the center. The yeah, it seems to be a lot better. And now I'll just take it with this. I don't really care for them to move. Let's go for the emergency supply. It's good enough to make that cheaper. Wait, it's Panzer Group 3. Why didn't it just get cheaper? Oh, it did. Okay. I was just looking at the wrong unit. Yeah. I think it's worth it enough that I'm willing to invest it in that instead of prestige, since I still have to upgrade my units that much. And that I think it's actually worth it. There's no way. I am damaging them at the moment. All of these guys will be cut off for longer. That's already good. I can actually give you the supply that you need. Now, okay, that's really good. Now I'm starting to get a bit scared, actually. As things seem to be going very well. Maybe a bit too well. It kind of has me spooked a bit. They cannot go around that, and none of the units here can attack. This, I mean, it does. Despite these hits, okay. Again, the goal is to potentially attack Bialystok from this side at this rate. I just hope that I would be able to pull it off. Well, there's not necessarily a need for another attack there. What I will do though is you can already move a lot further. How much helpful would it be to go here in terms of where I then want to go? It doesn't really matter that much. So you can go there. What this means is again, interesting indeed. I'll use these guys to try and finish that off. But what I want is for you to move in here. No, I need them to clear this area. I really need that road secure. So next turn then I can take away a lot of the supply. Like this one is also useless for the moment. Let's take it. They need to keep moving. Supplies at the very least reach all the way up there, so I could technically move the 2nd Panzer Group all the way up there and hope to potentially get some logistics up and running. While I continue to move forward. No, I don't see them moving all the way up here and cutting me off. It's unlikely that such a thing will happen. These guys, they're in trouble. So what do I attack? I actually think I'm gonna go for them. Not that it matters that much to attack in here, since I cannot move up there anyway. But it might still help a bit. How much would you suffer? Yeah, and I don't need to do that at this point. You're there. So that's looking good. Okay. I know these turns do take very long, but it's, especially on Classic, this stuff is very tricky. And a single mistake can cost you the game already. And I mean, I'm not playing perfectly, obviously. But the thing is still that... okay. See? It's real dangerous. Okay. And Bialystok is my target for this one. I am actually quite yeesh. Ultimately a bit sad that I lost those engineers, but sure. I guess that's what happens. Okay, so now I wanna rather focus on killing them. Up in the north too, but because I guess I do want to get this rail line up and going. And I don't see that really as a possibility. Let's see, you're at veteran, you're at regular. Let's get these guys up to veteran. Pull you back. They're looking like they're very much interested in trying to break this. No possibility to deal with them now. But I do feel like this needs to be done. Four is already tricky, but should be fine. Now, at least they can repair the bridge too. Which suggests that next turn I can get that rail supply going too. I'll again be using units for which I think I'm fine doing this. Even they got supplied. Oof. Now that is a treat. Unfortunately, though, this is mighty in the way. So they will not be of that much help attacking Minsk, but I guess they can outflank it. That does not seem to help. Not at all. Okay. If it's not at least a 5, I don't see any reason to I mean, come on, man. Like, I know it's a big risk, but did you really have to do it there? No, of course it didn't happen at the other one. It's just really frustrating sometimes. Alright, well, nothing we can do about such things. And it doesn't particularly help moping about it either. So I guess this is not gonna work. No. I'll have to wait at least another turn. So yeah, the reason why I want to do that is so that these guys can already get supply on the next turn. So my plan at that failed. Okay, well. I'm grateful for the overrun, I guess. But I think these guys should be in supply, but what do I know? These guys are also at the far limit of their supposed logistical system, unless, yeah, that helps not. Not at all. They can't really get past there, so. And since they cannot attack, there's nothing to be done there. They actually got these and these. They will never be able to get there, so let's have them do this. Nothing. All right. Let's attack there. And there. So I've cleared the units in the immediate vicinity. So there's that. Now you can finish them off. Okay. So now I can even attack from this side, but that's a 3. It's not that bad, but let's kill them. So at the very least now as well, I'm actually holding that rail line, which I'm guessing is that's actually pretty neat. Oh, wow. Man. Let's take it down. This game can be brutal in that sense sometimes. Why can I not cross? There is a bridge here. That is exceptionally weird. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to get across through different means, and can't build the pontoon bridge yet. Well, I still have some time, so it's not the end of the world. I have 2 turns to take Bobrusk and Borisov, at least. Did I? I did not get an overrun. Oh well. Yeah, amongst these, I guess then gonna go for those points. Okay, so I can clear these guys out come next turn. Take that. Move up. So I guess most of my armored units are now in a perfect position. Let's get some XP. I have to also kind of be careful not to accidentally take damage anyway. But at the very least I'm looking to give all my non-veteran units at least a veterancy. Because that will greatly help me in the future, so I'm definitely farming to get that. And since I do have the time for that anyway, I might just as well. Let's wait. So you and you are veteran. Security unit not necessary. Okay, you are veteran, veteran, veteran. I would be surprised that none of these are veterans. Okay. Even on an 8, there's no chance of me taking damage. Sweet. Let's link this. In all honesty, the chance that there's going to be any trouble coming from this side here is gonna be close to none now, but you never know. 7, okay. Basically, the minimum in combat predictions that I want to have when I attack here is 5. Because at 5, that's the lowest number at which you are extremely unlikely to take damage at that point. But that's the lowest number. Can't allow them to accidentally retake Bialystok though. That would just be quite silly. So I do try to be careful here, although There doesn't seem to be any real chance. I do need to get my units onto the rails there, at least as well. Okay, so you're gonna take care of that. This is all looking fine. These units are taking care of the appropriate areas. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed that I couldn't get past Minsk easily. But oh well. We'll see how it goes. So these are all rail. And let's get them to the nearest rail for all of them. There we go. There's nothing else down there, but huh. That is not a good attack. Neither is that, interestingly enough, but okay, so that's empty. I got a recon, that's pretty good. Quite pleased to get that reward. Yeah, you don't need to attack. I mean, I can do it, but it doesn't really increase my odds. Well, I'm sure I can take Borisov on the next turn. Meanwhile, I'll put the finishing touches on everything else. There might still be some things that can help. And I'm probably bad at supplies in here, so it's also bummed there. I'm not giving up Minsk, obviously. Okay. That's turn 6. Guess they were deployed there or there. Yeah. At that point, the good thing about it is that they cannot actually reinforce, which they might otherwise have done. 3 suppression. Excellent. And that gives me another upgrade. I guess I'm gonna go for 8 points on Panzer Group 3. You could use the experience. Again, I do think experience farming is very important throughout the campaign. Well, to be honest, I also actually don't think attacking this is such a good idea. We have only 7 turns, so I guess I'm just inclined to leave these guys. Kinda means that I can't really do a whole lot. Ah, sweet. Okay. I guess sometimes you get pretty lucky. I find these stragglers in the weirdest of places. But it does stop at some point, and I'm not gonna attack here because they actually might lose some. So that would just be a no-go. I will just leave the rest of these units like this. Alright, that was it. Alright, we lost 2 specialist steps. I believe they are both engineers. 6 infantry and 1 tank. Yeah, so I don't think I've read this. Maybe I did. In the northern half of the front, Army Groups North and Center will drive on Leningrad and Moscow respectively. The open plains of Eastern Europe and the Baltics will gradually give way to the endless forests and bogs of the Russian heartland. Further north still, Finland uses this opportunity to reclaim lands taken by Russia during the bitter Winter War of 1940. And then in the southern half of the front, Army Group South seeks to occupy the entire Ukraine, aided by Germany's allies Romania, Hungary, Italy and Slovakia. The mighty Dnieper River is a formidable barrier to cross, but after that there are no major barriers until the Volga River. Along the Black Sea coast, the vital ports of Odessa, Sevastopol and Rostov will be fiercely contested. Now, I believe that if I go to the strategic map now, or to the next conference, I can show the next missions, but I believe that if I then exit, I will go back to before the conference. Let's just show it off. I'm not going to do any upgrades or anything like that. I just want to see whether I'll go back to it. But I did want to show off the new missions. Let's just start in the south. So we have 2nd of July, Operation München. Which is the Romanians together with the 11th Army taking back Bessarabia. And we have July the 11th, which is the Ukraine. Taking these objectives will improve your starting situation in future scenarios. Kiev. Okay. In the north, we have on July 3rd, so actually later than both of these. Oh no, so after München, but before Ukraine, we'll have Smolensk. Pskov will be the first, and Leningrad approaches will be the last in this second conference. Either way, I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, see you next time, and bye-bye.